Have you ever found yourself stuck trying to style elements in CSS, only to realize that your classes aren't cooperating? It can be really frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today we're diving into a tricky CSS question about styling classes relative to each other. I totally get it. You want to change the color of a text element based on the presence of a button class. But CSS can be a bit limiting in this regard. You're not alone in this struggle. Many developers face similar challenges when trying to achieve specific styling effects. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, is it possible to style a CSS class relative to another CSS class? They provided a snippet of HTML where they want to change the color of the text when a Bootstrap primary button is present. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So, what's the issue here? The user wants to change the color of the text when a specific button class is present, but CSS doesn't allow for direct parent-child styling in this way. Understanding the limitations of CSS is crucial for finding a workaround. And stick around. I have a clever workaround at the end that will help you achieve this effect without breaking a sweat. To achieve the desired styling, the user can utilize the adjacent sibling combinator in CSS. This allows us to target the text element based on the presence of the button element. However, since the text element is not a sibling of the button, we need to use JavaScript to dynamically change the text color when the button is present. Alternatively, the user can add a specific class to the text element when the button is clicked. This way, the CSS can handle the styling. Finally, the user should test the implementation to ensure that the text color changes as expected when the button is present or clicked. Fun fact, did you know that CSS was first introduced in 1996? It has come a long way since then, but some challenges still remain, just like trying to style elements relative to each other. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution suggests using the adjacent sibling selector. This allows you to style the step text based on the presence of the primary button. Specifically, you can use the plus selector to change the color of the step text to red when it follows the primary button. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. This user suggests that you can style the StepWizard step text class based on the presence of the BTN primary class, but only if the StepWizard step text comes after the BTN primary in the HTML structure. They recommend using the adjacent sibling selector to target the StepWizard step text directly after the BTN primary. Human. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests using the adjacent sibling selector. They recommend writing the CSS like this: .bn primary plus .stepwizard step-text, which will change the color of the StepWizard step text to red when it follows a .btn primary button. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests several CSS selectors to change the color of the step text to red. They recommend using the selector .stepwizard step+p, which targets the paragraph following the anchor tag. Other options include .stepwizard step+p, .stepwizard step b10 primary plus p, and .stepwizard step primary plus stepwizard text. Each of these selectors effectively applies the desired color change. Here's the clever workaround I promised. Using JavaScript to dynamically change styles can open up a world of possibilities for your web design. Embrace it, and there you have it. You can now style elements based on the presence of other classes using JavaScript. Remember, combining CSS with JavaScript can enhance your web design significantly. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our next video on advanced CSS techniques.